Hello, hello. Hopefully people can hear me. Um, also helps when I actually get everything I need out before I hit the go live button. So let me get some paint though and some water to dip a brush in. I'm hoping the stream is live. If it's not, I will be a sad muffin. Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, wherever you may be, if it's afternoon already. Sorry for the froggy voice. I'm actually going to wipe my desk off to start when I actually switch cameras. Because my desk is kind of gross. How's everyone doing? I should also tweet that I'm going to do this, because going live tweet is useful. At least that's what other streamers tell me. How's everyone doing? Sleepy is a thing. And it also helps when you don't close Twitter when you meant to send a tweet. Wow, that is like the worst typo of all typos. You ever like type too fast on your phone, then you're like, what was it I was trying to say? Hey, Sideways, and oh my god, I apologize for the froggy voice. Oh no, divisionality, that's not good. People food, pet food. I should also tie my hair out of my face before I wind up with hair in the mini and in the paint. Hey, Dustin, how are you? Might get a shout out for D4 Dustin if I've got a mod. If I don't have a mod, I will do it myself. I misspell the Kelly. Hello. Hopefully, the bot I use is actually working in my Discord. Oh, wow. Oh, that's neat that you're a chemist. Also, how do I sound? Because the last time I plugged in this camera, Windows swapped to it for audio, and I didn't know until I'd been talking for like 10 minutes. And everyone's like, you sound distant. And I'm like, what do you mean I sound distant? Oh, that explains so much. Okay, good. I was worried that it had switched to the webcam for audio. Hello, hello. All right, you get to see me actually clean my desk because, like everyone else who has to work at home, I spend way too much time at my desk and thus it gets sticky. So we're actually starting with wiping off the desk and moving. See, there's something on my desk, maybe from the last time I painted. We don't want makeup. We don't want makeup. Probably should move the hand sanitizer. Just to be safe. Hey, Philnod, how are you? Yes, for those who don't know, I'm a WizKids influencer, so they send me a lot of neat stuff. And so I wanted to pick up painting the Cloud Giant. Oh, shit. From where we left off last time. So you get to see me actually cleaning my desk. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, well, I need another vault for the last set of Wormwood, or for the last set of level up dice I bought. I'm actually out of space for them. I bought some dice from Level Up and did not buy a vault. So yeah. That's gonna double as a let's clean a brush. Thanks. Hey, Crystal Sully, how are you? Hi, everybody. Yeah, that is the Wormwood dice gel from the Kickstarter ages ago. I'm trying not to drop all my my brushes. Ah, they're stuck on the tape. And you know what I didn't do before I started the stream? Try to figure out how to get the camera to focus better. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing when I start. Because we discovered last time that the Russian blue was better. And the Pearl Deep Bronze is what I was using for the skin tone. I ordered a bunch of brushes, Dustin. And can I get a shout out for Rock Punch ATL? I'm also trying to just make sure I kind of have everything I want. Okay, that is jet black. That's white, which I don't need either of right now. Okay, everything I need is on my desk for now. Oh, nice. I need to clean up my dining room so that I can actually use my 3D printer because I have one. I just haven't been using it. What is in here? Oh, it was phthalo blue that we used, not Russian blue. Because the sapphire blue was too bright and shiny, turned out. And so yeah, so this is where we are now with this. I was repainting over the very bright blue that I picked. Sky blue was a little too bright. There is no way to adjust this on the actual camera. Nope. There is no way to do that. I may have to open up. Yeah, it's so if I hold it this way, you'll see how big it is. I mean, not that I've got big hands, but it covers my whole hand. Let's see if I can mess with the camera in G-Hub, because last time it would only show me one camera in G-Hub. Oh, and I see that yeah, for whatever reason, G-Hub is only showing me one camera. I don't know why. So I will have to remember to hold the mini up. And it could just be because I'm using the camera. I had to mark one the mini cam just so I would I'm trying to figure out a good way to use standard settings for it's choosing frame rate. So yeah. If I go to exposure, it tells me configure it manually. So we're not gonna mess with that. Anyway, how's everyone doing? How's everyone been considering? I don't have Bone Dragon. I do have the adult Red Dragon. I get that, Kelly. Oh, good, Hat and Sandals. What made you lose audio previously? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, what are you up to, Oni? Okay, this does not need to be here yet. Oh, nice, June. There we go. So the brush is not super stiff when I start this. That was close. I'm clumsy today. Maybe I shouldn't be painting minis. Oh no. That sucks. Black Lightning, is that a show you're working on, Dustin? Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this gray for the outside for the cape. Oh, cool. Can you talk about it, or is it kind of hush hush? The only thing I will complain about is this part is molded on. This whole cape part is molded on. Oh, nice. Congrats. I am so behind on TV, y'all. Whenever people start having these moments about TV shows, I'm just sitting there like, like, that's nice. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Oh, 8 years old. Yeah, I mean, hat and sandals, 8 years is a nice long time for a motherboard, but I'm guessing it's about to go to the motherboard ranch in the sky. Oh, weird. Maybe because I was trying to fix the maybe because I was trying to fix the camera. And if that was it, I do apologize. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to get the underside of this part of their outfit that is in a very awkward place. Oh, I'm just saying that, 8 years is a good long run for a motherboard, and I'm hoping that's not the case. But being realistic, 8 years is a good while to get out of a motherboard. Um, and I say this with, having worked in higher ed, and we were on a 3-year lease cycle. So no matter how well your computer was still running at the end of that 3-year lease, we got new computers whether or not we wanted to. Hey, RoboGoblin, how are you? Which I kind of hated because for what we did in higher ed, our computers didn't go through that much wear and tear. Like a regular office job, we were not burning through computers like that. And I was always like, why? Why do I have to give up a perfectly good computer? Because y'all decided to lease them instead of having a line item in the budget for office technology every year. Because we always had people off cycle. We had some people that didn't want to give up their computers. And without fail, we had people that didn't actually do what they're supposed to and they lost their data. There was always that one person that didn't read the email. And then they were always surprised when IT showed up with a new machine. And they're like, what do you mean I'm getting a new machine? We're like, so you didn't read the email that was sent multiple times. And so you're last on the list. And so yeah. All right, I think I'm hitting the point where I can't use this brush. It is officially too big for under there. Hat and sandals, I'm probably older than you. Oh, I know divisionality. I worked in higher ed for 16 years. I know exactly how much companies don't see it as an important thing. We wasted so much money on technology. So much. And it didn't help that my next to last boss in higher ed didn't understand technology. And he basically was the kid in the candy store when it came to budgeting, because he didn't think about the fact that just because your budget has a line item for a thing Doesn't mean you should blow all your money for it. I used to have to manage budgets of a few $1,000,000 and trying to get people to either think about their spending at the beginning of the budget year so we didn't blow all our money. Because believe me, in higher ed, people can be incredibly wasteful. And then come like the end of May into June, we're like, okay, you all been careful. We've got some money. We've got to spend it or lose it. That's actually what happened, Black Widow. That is literally what happened. He got a Mac because he was more of a Mac person. And our infrastructure, our IT was not really versed in Macs. And they finally were like, you can go buy Macs for your department. It's not going to work out the way you think it is. You're not old, Hat and Sandals. Because if you're old, then I'm old and I refuse to be old. Well, the thing is, he didn't even hear from my IT person. He had a Mac at home and didn't like Windows. That was the long and short of it in his case. So once he figured out he could get a Mac, and because of the level he was at, he could get away with basically doing the, but I'm a VP, this is what I need, and yada, yada, yada. And he could get away with that. Whereas I certainly couldn't. And they basically, it was like I ordered a Mac at home and they literally brought the whole FedEx box to my desk and were like, here, good luck. Yeah, the 1973 model is pretty much out of stock. Thanks, sir. This is Phthalo, however you say it, Phthalo Blue. Well, I'm at a point where I'm about to give up with this like clothing and work on the cape and the face. Oh, the face is going to be such fine detail. I've got a MacBook Pro, but since there's been nowhere to travel, my MacBook Pro is a lovely heavy thing in my backpack these days. Hey, Miss NB. Thanks. I'm not really satisfied with how the clothing's coming out because of doing the second layer of blue, but I'll get there. What I'm going to do is try to get this blue into the leg pieces, like the outside of these leg pieces, and then do a silver on the insides, and see if I can do it, because I do not have the steadiest hand in the West. So if I don't talk a lot, it's because I'm really concentrating. And while I struggle to do this, how's everyone doing? Thanks, yours. All right, I've got a big clump of paint right at the end of the paintbrush. And I was trying to avoid dipping it in water, but I don't think I can. Because it's not very flexible for what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, Chili. I need to get back to it. I've only played it that one day that I did pre-release. But, and here's something we can talk about while I am struggling to paint. How, for those of you that stream or you know, or just in nerd spaces, how do you all feel when people come in and basically just want to like flex their knowledge when no one asks them? Like when I was streaming the Avengers, somebody was very insistent on explaining one of the foreshadowed villains you're going to encounter. And no one had asked. Literally no one. It was like the meme where it's like no one at all. It is okay, Sideways. It is okay. I'm probably there, and I'm doing this to like settle the brain meats. And depending on how much I get done of this, we may switch to GM prep for Dragon Age. I don't know. I'm also having a really hard time seeing. It is all good, Rashina. You are not late at all. Yeah, so it's like, I'm nerdy, and Kelly, the opera geek, will attest to this. If someone talks about Dragon Age, I will happily share my nerdery about it. However, if I see that someone's not into it, or maybe they want to learn something on their own, I'm not going to just start going in on all things Dragon Age if people aren't feeling that, But there were a lot of people like kind of explaining the comics. And first off, the game isn't based on the comics. It's based on the MCU as far as I know. I know Kamala there's a lot of nods to her comics, which, I'm not getting because I didn't read the Kamala comics. Because comics are an expensive habit and also take time I don't have. But I'm not going to ever judge someone for not having an encyclopedic knowledge of the MCU or the comics or Kamala Khan, Hey, Jack. Yeah, well, either way, there's no reason to bust into a stream, especially if you're new, have never spoken there before, and your first entrance is to Kool-Aid Man into the chat with all of these Marvel facts that no one asked you. Like, there's cool stuff that I like. Hi, Seven. Right. But Dre, at least if you did it here, you're a member of the community, and if I saw you doing it in chat, I'd figure, oh, there's a conversation happening I missed the start of. Sorry, if I also just stop talking mid-sentence, I'm really concentrating. I may need to switch to even smaller brush, because these are some very fine lines. I don't know how well you can see them. I'm talking more like the rando who pops in, has never been in a chat before, and just starts going on and on about, Marvel Comics and, Kamala. It's not a secret that Kamala's in the game. Or like if I go to a stream and someone's going on about comics knowledge, I wandered into that stream. Yeah, I'm gonna need a smaller brush. Well, some comics are harder to get, and in a pandemic, people will try to argue that, oh, well, you can get everything digitally. Not everybody can get everything digitally. What if you have a shitty internet connection? Sometimes they don't get that much here, Shears, honestly. Sometimes they don't even get that much. I'm not sure what they're from exactly, Dre, but they are a cloud giant. I need to find a quick link to them. That is from the dragon I touched up last time. And I've got the card here. So hopefully you can see it. This is from Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. So if you go to whizkids.com unpainted and look for the Cloud Giant, you should find it. Right, Chili, right? You know, like, it's like people just don't think about the fact that also, here's a thought. Maybe, just maybe, the person that's streaming and the chat that you have now barged into simply don't care about your opinion. That's why sometimes when I see conversations, I'm like, you know what? I'ma just go. Sure. Oh, I love Moon Knight, but I don't have encyclopedic knowledge of Moon Knight. That's for damn sure. Yeah, well, and then for me, there's a difference between your headcanon. So, to get off topic a little bit from what I'm doing, I have plenty of headcanons about a lot of things. My only issue with headcanons is when people get deep into those headcanon feelings, and if you don't agree with that headcanon feeling, then you are insert phobic, racist, what have you. Because your headcanon is yours. Look, I had to nope out of all the discussions about the new Xbox. I saw someone say the Xbox S is for casuals, and I was like, I gotta go. I was like, I'm done. I'm done talking about the Xbox right now. Dagnabbit. I got paint where I didn't want to. I'm like, when we're at the point of saying a whole system is for casuals, for me, it's time to go. I don't know, Seven. Yeah, I saw, and it's someone I like and respect too, and I was like, it's time to go. It's time to stop any and all conversation about the Xbox right now. Right here. It's time to go. Oh, Shears, this is why I don't engage in BioWare fandom on Tumblr. Cause I don't remember their name because I wound up blocking them. But there was someone on Tumblr who had the headcanon that Fenris is trans. Cool. But if you stated if you basically stated what is canon, then it turned into you're transphobic. And I'm like, me not having the same headcanon is not the same as me being transphobic. I'm not sure how that works for you. Yeah, so Jack, this is why I don't really engage with the DA fandom much on Tumblr anymore. Well, there's also the fun, if you ship Fenris Anders, you're an abuser rhetoric that wouldn't stop. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Yeah, and I kind of want to say no Solavelin in the Discord, but you know what? Let people ship what they're going to ship. I just don't particularly want to see it. But when somebody tagged David Gator to tell on me on Tumblr when he still had a Tumblr about me shipping Fenris and Anders, I was like, okay, I'm done. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hey, Trom. Hey, Val. Sorry if I did not greet you when you popped in. As you can see, these are very teeny things I have to paint. Very leg viney things. And they're very small and it's gray on gray. And I honestly think I've been wearing my contacts a little too long because I'm having a hard time actually focusing on the veiny raised parts of this. Thanks. This is a struggle, y'all. I am not the most steady hand person. Although I did rewatch the trailer we got from Gamescom. And I did reinstate the DA4 speculation channel in the Discord. After rewatching that trailer. I'm brave. Well, you know what? You know what, Jack? It's my Discord, so if things get out of hand, I will turn the whole channel around and just delete that shit. I will absolutely delete it. Because y'all are adults. I shouldn't have to babysit you about video game opinions. If I do, we've got bigger issues in that Discord. I want to have a word with whoever designed this. Hey, Base. I don't mind this open worlds. Just I got very lost very easily, but I'm also directionally challenged in real life, so a Dragon Age Scrappy Dog. We got a bit of a teaser from Gamescom this year. But, you know, the earliest I'm guessing we'll see the actual game is 2022. Earliest. Hey, IT, how are you? How was your attempt at building Star Wars Sims? I was lurking while over here. Welcome everyone from High Tea Stream. I will greet you as soon as I'm done painting this one thing. Or I will greet you while I talk because I finally got past a really hard part. My name's Sonia, Cypher Tier. I do variety, and today's variety is painting minis. So hello. Yay, I was watching you build. I had not tried to build anything. I just went straight to Batuu. Like I made a new sim and went to Batuu. And that could be why I wasn't feeling it. I think the next time I play it, I'm going to go to the desert neighborhood and try to build a house with the new Star Wars stuff. Thank you for your resub, Hi T. How are you? I'm going to get a shout out for Hi T, please. Oh, never mind. Trom got it. Hey, Tango. I am okay. I don't know if you can see, but I'm trying to paint this very, very fiddly bit on the leg. And it's turning into a lot of me squinting and wishing I had a magnifying glass right about now. Because these bifocal needing eyes are not cut out for detail. And it feels very sloppy, even though I'm using a very small brush. Yeah, I mean, it's coming together, but I'm also just not, I'm not a professional mini painter by any stretch of the imagination. I also am not good at coloring between the lines, even when I was a kid. Oh no, Rashina. Hey, Sparks. Well, I hope your finger heals soon. I've never tried to make terrain, and actually, I just got a bunch of pre-painted minis from WizKids. I will show you before we end the stream. But being old enough to need bifocals, or having bad enough vision to need bifocals, I should say, because everyone can have bad vision at any age. I'm just feeling particularly like, oh my god, I can't see shit. But I'm connecting dots slowly. Yes. I would say so. Because when you need bifocals, like both my near and far sight is bad enough where both need correcting at the same time. And I already had a restriction on my license. I must wear corrective lenses when I drive, or basically do anything. So if I was not wearing my contacts right now, I couldn't read the text on the screen, and it's not that far from me. If I was wearing my glasses and took them off, it may help. Actually, no, because my eyesight is now to wear both distance and distance and up close need correction. So I'm trying to get these viney bits on the leg, but the way that this mini is molded together is making it really difficult. Like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get like this part and not get paint all over. Oh, that was way too much paint. Way too much paint. Yes, please eat. If you are in a time zone where it's about lunch-ish, if we're going by standard like lunch hours, please go get some foods. Okay, I did not manage to clean that off. It's just a big clump. Yep, the whole brush is a clump. As I'm discovering, Rube. As I'm discovering. Oh no, I've got to have some kind of corrective something, Sparks. Like if I wasn't wearing contacts, I would have to have glasses. I've got some Gunnar lenses somewhere. I should probably be wearing them actually. Yeah, they're all great in Assembi. Now I was actually thinking about switching if this gets to be too much for pain, like setting this aside for the Mods Robo has a question. Hey VJ, how are you? Jack, are you still here? I know Jack was here. I'm not sure who else. Oh, yes. Robo Goblin has a question. You're seeking guidance on something. Wow, I said mods and like 5 people popped up. Yay. And again, thank you so much, High Tea, for bringing everyone over. I appreciate you. Thanks for the good vibes. I hope you're wake and bake has treated you well, IT. Right? My glasses, my newest pair, my newest update are progressives. Although I don't know why we started calling bifocals progressives. Let's just say they're bifocals. I thought about doing that, but I do have Dragon Age later, and I'm discovering at least the disposable vape I bought in brunch makes me really sleepy. And I'm honestly afraid I'd sleep through Dragon Age later if I took anything. If I enjoyed a puff of brunch. Thanks, VJ. It's fuck. Thalo blue. Oh, is that the difference, Brian? Because I honestly don't know. Like, I'm legit squinting at this. I don't have a camera on because I just feel like I look like crap. And so you were missing out on the. Is that line raised, or can I just not see well? Squint. Also, the light in the living room is not the best, but it's too gloomy to open the actual windows and have it make a bit of difference. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, or if you're not hearing. No, it shouldn't be. Nope, she is there. It's on. It you should be. Um, I have music. I'm hearing it through. Weird. I selected. Okay, I selected my usual headset, my wireless, and okay, that's weird. Anyway, hello, testing 1 2 3. All right, let me turn it off and turn it on again, cause testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Why is it saying text to speech to text turned off? Testing 1 2 3. Hello, testing, testing. Okay, that's weird. So today's stream has audio haunting. I turned it off and on like twice. Who's Tia? Then it may be something with on their side, because the other day it wasn't working at all. It was giving a bad gateway. It was actually giving bad gateway, like 502. I got nothing when I went to Gooseman Code, so it could be on their end too. Did you get your question answered, by the way, RoboGoblin? I'm totally lost by that. Black Widow. What are you talking about, Alt Cunningham? I'm very lost. I may just switch to the cape for a minute, because this is like actually way more difficult than I thought. And you honestly can't see under the cape. Oh no, I was asking if RoboGoblin's question or query got answered, Brian. But I'm also not sure why we're talking about AI from 2020. Thanks, Sparks. I'm actually not too thrilled with it, because I did that sky blue at first and then I wasn't feeling it. So I went over it in the blue that I'm using right now. And I'm still not sure I like it. Oh. Oh, okay. There's no ghost in the machine as far as I know. But I do have other minis we can switch to, because I am using Arteza paints. I'll show you the tube of the blue that I'm using in a hot second. As soon as I try to get this last little fiddly bit right here. Oh yeah, that's fine, RoboGoblin. Are you talking about for the oh god, what is the Twitter account? The TTP RP, the RPG Gifts Twitter? Is that what you're talking about? That's fine. And thank you for asking first. I appreciate it. Ah. Yes, this is the paint I'm using, Arteza, for this blue. But I'm seriously like struggling to, I don't know why, but I'm just like suddenly having motor skill issues. Like you ever just look at something and your brain cannot connect what you're seeing versus what you're trying to do? Thanks, SMB. Yeah, and it could just be because this is so tiny and it's very detailed. And it's like I'm looking at this and I don't know why, but my brain is having a very hard time with like the lines. Yeah. Oh, good. I didn't actually paint the base by mistake. But this is also very fussy and small. Yep, sideways that. Or the like gears grinding against each other in a very unhappy noise. Yeah, I'm going to take a break from that fine painty bit and also lift my head up because the cape is really bothering me. I am, Brian. Why do you ask? I thought I had a command, actually. Hold on. Oh, you know what? My bot is not working. I had to reboot the other day, and the bot is not up. No, I do. Oh, I have so much email right now. Jesus Christ. Also, I have a mystery package from Twitch coming. Ooh, Wildfire has bison. I know that's random, but Wildfire keeps emailing me and they have bison. I absolutely love bison. It is incredibly delicious. Although I don't think Wildfire will deliver to me. Sorry, I'm taking a little hand break before I switch to you. Yeah, the bot should be up now, Brian. It was not up. I do apologize for that because it also thinks I'm offline. There you go. Wildfire's a steakhouse. There's a few. I almost just said that part out loud. But Wildfire is basically a steakhouse. You can order carry out or delivery, but I don't think they deliver to me. The only Wildfire I know of is downtown. Hey, Rowan. Yeah, I'm going to use this gray that's in the big tube on the cape and then switch to a different mini. I am on Comcast, but business Comcast. So I am okay. Because remember, where you are depends on if you are having issues. There have been times friends with Comcast were having issues and I wasn't, and we all had it. So it could be regional. I also have business internet. So it may appear here, it may not. I just haven't had a good hamburger in a while, and I freely admit that I am. See, I'm in the city proper, Rashina. Ooh, this could be messy. This is like a whole tube. And this is, do we want a silver cape? Or do we want a gray cape? Same. Portillo's is downtown. I can't get them to deliver to me. I am too far away for Portillo's. Wow. Yeah, usually when it's one area, it's not. Like if the suburbs are affected, probably the city is not affected, and vice versa. Like, Jack, are you okay internet wise? I mean, I don't know, because I tried the so this blue. So initially I painted it this sky blue, which was way too bright for my liking. Some of the model has this metallic blue. This is the phthalo blue, and then this is the bronze that I use for skin color. And notice there is still like lines in here. I'm not that worried about it. So let's see how silver looks. The metallic blue is fine, but I definitely did not want metallic blue for the whole thing. Okay, the silver's gonna work out better than I thought. It's not like, oh my god, what the fuck. But there's a lot of crevices on the cape. I wish Painting Pirate was here, because the one thing I don't know how to do well is a wash. Or if Dustin's still around. Because the D4 crew makes all their own stuff for their table. Oh no, I am on cable internet. I tried AT&T fiber. No, I didn't even try fiber. Fiber's not available in my area. I tried DSLR. I tried DSLR internet. That didn't work out. I tried DSL, and the phone lines that are still running through all the apartments are not good enough. So it was a clusterfuck of trying to have AT&T. I've still got the box on the wall because they screwed it into the wall when they came and installed it. Huh. Yeah, internet's weird. Like, although lately power's been weird, I've gotten texts from ComEd saying that they're working on the power outage at my address, and I'm sitting here with all the lights on, like using the computer. I'm not sure how to do a wash. That is my main problem right now. But also, I may do the metallic silver or mix the silver and blue. I don't know. It's just more of the cape was bothering me because it was so undone. But I think you're supposed to paint these lines because they're so deep in there. What? Why are you turning off your PC, Widow? Now, I mean, I've just been sitting here and I'll get a ComEd text like, hey, we're coming to fix the power outage at your building. And I'm like, what power outage at my building? Hey, Ball, how are you? Yeah, and I did not buy any washes, so I know Painting Pirate was showing one that was kind of a wash. And also, it's not like I've got to do it right this second. I mainly just wanted to get the cape painted. Maybe. The lines are deep enough, and I've got fine enough brushes, I could do a darker gray to do shading. Because the lines on this, it's not like the paint's covering them. They're pretty obvious. And now that some of the silver's on here, I can see the difference between the molded model and what's not painted. Sorry, it looked like my phone lit up for a second. I haven't ordered anything, although I should have ordered some groceries. I'm basically busy from 3 to 10 tonight because it is Thirsty Thursday, aka our Dragon Age game. Sure. Like, I did do a little dilution and rubbed a darker green over the wings of that dragon that I painted to give it kind of a smudged look. But I'm trying to basically just get a top coat of silver on this cape and then think about a darker gray for the lines. Oh no, PSU girl, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm also trying to figure out what to do with this thing around the neck. And so this is the part where I'm like, I hate life because of how this is all one piece. I'm like, why would you do this to people? Did that spark a reminder for you, Brian? To order food? Because for those that have not seen me work on this yet, I've unilaterally complained about the fact this is all one molded piece. Yes, Haley. Because I'm a very casual mini painter. When I'm done, I can just throw this away instead of trying to scrub out a paint palette. I've got a nice palette somewhere in all my crafting stuff. But you know what? Cardboard works just as well. Actually means I get some use out of all the boxes that are stacked in the kitchen. It is, Russell Hassan, it is. I'm having a bit of a struggle because of all the fine details on it, but we're getting there. Excuse me. Ooh, pork tenderloin, nice. Yeah, this arm that's under this cape is just never getting painted, just so people know. Right? Yeah, so that arm, the other arm that you can't see is just going to never get painted, just so we're clear. That's just never getting painted. At all. I need a clone. Granted, we know what happens with clones, but at this point, I'm willing to take my chances. Honestly. All right, so the cape is now silvered. There's not much difference in the gray, but I'm going to get a darker gray and work on those lines. Hey, Gay Ginger, how are you? Right? Like you go hang out with the other cloud giants, they're like, excuse you, why is your one arm undone? Well, you see what had happened is that when the person who painted me got to that part, they were justifiably tired, and I can't even be mad at it because that's some bullshit. And how my arm was molded. Well, it's just, if I could just take the cape off, and maybe there's a way to do it that I just was not brave enough to find out because I didn't pull on it hard enough. But I'm afraid I'll break the mini, but I don't see a way to paint that. And then, you know what it's going to kill me is if there is a way to pull this off and I just never figured it out, and I find out like after I've done all this shit. But it looks like it's all one piece. Like the arm is in the cape. What is the title of this contemporary piece then if I'm trying to sell it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all one piece, and I'm just like, well, that was a choice y'all made. Do I make this dark blue or do I silver it? Actually, let's see if I remember how to mix paint. I mean, I think that's a ding, Brian, more than anything else. Oh, this brush is too stiff. Take that as you will. And here we go with the, I can't see because my bifocal eyes, my bifocal needing eyes are not having it. Memory of a cityscape, a quarantine art piece. This is what I think a mountainscape looks like with my bi eyes. Yes, with my bifocal eyes. And Tango, I'm firmly convinced the package you sent me has been eaten by a grue. What do your bi eyes see? I wish I could pop the head off of this. This would make this so much easier. So what you sent me is in the ether. Laura Kate Dale sent me some Amiibo cards that never made it here. I think it's just stuff from the UK. My Highland Titles package took over a month to get here. And I still got to send Kelly her hedgehog. You know? I mean, I'll be living here at least till October 2021, so... I feel like it's going to show up and I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Although, granted, I don't know if I told you all the story of the toilet paper I ordered when there was still kind of a shortage. I reported it lost, got a refund. A month later, it showed up. I mean, if Norman Reedus comes with a package, that's A-okay. I would not complain. Well, it was like toilet paper I ordered during a shortage. So my brain is also like, it's a good thing that you found toilet paper before this became an issue. And then it was like literally very tiny rolls of toilet paper. The package, I didn't know what the package was. It was just like left in front of my mailbox here. So it was like, what is this parcel? And I was like, clearly it's international. And then when I touched it, I was like, this is very soft. This is a fucking toilet paper I've been looking for. Like half the size of a usual American bog roll. I was like, is this for a child's bathroom? Wow. I mean, you're also in Canada. So and also I'm not going to say it. The person sitting at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is actively trying to destroy the post office. So I don't know what they did, but this is like, now it's just in a closet. This is like the apocalypse go bag. Not quite that small, but it was a very small amount of toilet paper compared to like a US kind of standard roll. I was like, this is, and I paid premium, but like I said, it took so long to get here. I reported it lost, and I'd actually gotten a refund and forgotten about it by the time it actually showed up. So I was A, literally surprised, and B, then disappointed, because if I'd not gotten a refund, I sure would have asked for one, because I'm like, for the premium y'all charged for it to be literally lost wherever it went for this 3-month journey that it took to get to me, I would have been like, money back. Hey, Lively. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit more blue, dark blue here, and then try to figure out a dark gray to go in the grooves of the cape. Hey, sassy boy. The last time I ordered groceries, they actually were able to find a 12-pack of my preferred brand. So I am stocked up for a little bit. For now, I'm okay. But like I said, it showed up and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was like a t-shirt or something I'd ordered that I forgot about. And that's how soft and not big the package was. So I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, it was a very small, soft package. And you know, I'm not a small girl, so it was very feasible. It was like a hoodie or something. And I was just like, what is this? Um, yeah, so I'm going to try to get these bits. This is going to look different since I'm not overpainting another color. Because I think that upper arm is supposed to still be the quote-unquote skin color. And again, this goes under the cape, so let's see how this comes out. My Critical Role mug took a month to get here. I don't know what journey it had to get here, where it went, but I kept getting a notice that the post office couldn't access the delivery location. And I'm like, but you delivered the mail every day. So I was very confused as to why the mail and all these other packages arrived. And one day I went to check the mail, and this rather beat up package was just sitting there. Hey, Anna, thank you. It is Thalo, but it's the Thalo spelled P-T-H. Yeah, I feel like parts of this are just going to go unpainted. Anything that's under the cape is just going to go unpainted. Because, I'm not that flexible. Oh, hello, Dom. Unless he shows how to get the cape off? Not really. If there's a way to get the cape off, and I just haven't figured it out. But Realmsmith does this for a living and probably has tools I don't have. Oh no, sassy boy. I try not to shop at Walmart just for moral reasons. One second. Aw, Jeff got a profile by Gaming Mag. In case you didn't see it, a lot of Rainbow Arcade members have been, y'all, my own channel just made me click on the chat rules. Well, hello, Jan. How are you? No worries, Anna. Oh no, it's fine. I appreciate it. But like I said, if there is a way to get the cape off, maybe I just don't know. And thank you for the follow, Jan. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do because some of these are very, I don't want to say persnickety. Yeah, like I thought this part should be the skin color, so. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to get, the face is going to be the hardest part, I think. I need a small brush, a very small brush. That's a teeny brush. Yeah, actually what would be super useful if someone has the time to Google it is does taking the cape off the Cloud Giant model, because there's a way to get that off of there. I'll do that because that would make my life so much easier. Unless, of course, Realmsmith pried it off and is just gluing it back on. Because I'm not seeing a way for this to come off. Like, come on, because it's molded to the base. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm tugging, and all I'm doing is I'm able to pull it away a bit more, but the arm is actually molded to the cape. And I don't think the whole arm comes off. So unless Realmsmith cut it off and then plans to glue it back together somehow, I'm not sure what. Well, it's not, also I don't have a Dremel handy. I mean, unless you like, see, because there's, wait, is it giving? Is it giving? It's giving. It may be giving. It may be giving. I don't want to ruin it. Nope, there's no easy way, but it's giving a little, but I also don't want to break the mini. You're anxious. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna have to like basically break it off if I want the cape off. I also don't have the upper arm strength to just yank this off. I don't think. Nope, I'm not. It's not giving anymore. But I can at least pull it further from the body, because there are parts I see that I missed with the silver. So maybe, but I'm afraid of using fire now that I've painted most of it. That was way more than I needed. Yeah, and also there's paint on it, and this is acrylic paint. I'm not trying to burn my apartment down. but that's way more than I needed for this, so we're just gonna paint this part and call it a day. Not call it a day in the stream, but for this part of the... Oh, well, I've already painted part of the cape now, Tango. I used a silver, which may be harder to see on camera. I should have found some craft scissors. Or, nope, that is lipstick. That is not what we need right now. Yeah, it's a silver that may be hard to see. Aha. There is a very small, fine hair. There we go. It's causing the teeniest bit of a... Yeah, if I had the tools, I would just cut it off, but I don't. I've got an X-Acto knife, but I've already fed the X-Acto knife some blood. I'd rather not give it any more. Thank you. So we're getting to all the little fiddly bits where I need all the super fine brushes. And of course my nose decided to itch right now. I mean, this is basically my... I have the time. Well, I don't really have the time. That's a lie. I so don't have the time. There's plenty of things I should be working on actually instead of this, but I needed a brain break. Because I'm also trying to figure out how I'm going to paint the face. His faces are always the bane of my existence. You know, when you just hit that creative wall and you're like, my brain will not let me do anything else right now. That's where I was. I'm also hitting an executive dysfunction point with some projects where I'm like, I'm literally overwhelmed. I need my brain to kind of actually do what I need to do. Exactly, Shears, exactly. Because this little filigree part, I think I'm just going to paint over. Because I don't know if my brain can get this part that's super, super fine. And it looks like they painted it face color anyway. Like that's just going into the headpiece. Yeah, it's frustrating, and it's just kind of like, normally my brain is better than this. Why can I not why is this so difficult today, you know? At least this, like, face jewelry gives kind of a delineating place. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's a lot of projects that I'm on because capitalism means at the very least I need to earn money to keep the lights on, to eat, keep the cat fed, etc., etc. So it's more of a, oh yeah, money's needed for survival. It sucks, but that's how it is. Switch to a finer brush. Not a finer brush. Hey, Dragon Gem, thank you for resubscribing. How are you? How are you holding up? I think I'm going to have to invest in a magnifying glass as much as I don't want to admit it. I have a 20-year-old tabby. You may hear him walk around and yell at me. He is a grumpy old man. He has a couple of the emotes on the channel as well. We have a command. Exclamation Genki will get you many of the Genki emotes. There you go. That is any. He is a grumpy old man that has always been an indoor cat. And yeah, 'cause a lot of these minis just have super fine detail that I'm having a hard time with. Mina, how are you? I have missed you. How have you been? I may not even worry about this, like, kind of nose piece that's on here. There are actually delineated eyebrows, but that's too much detail for me right now. All right, bye, Shears. Be safe walking the doggo. I probably won't share progress on Twitter. Thanks. Because with anything that you share on Twitter, there's always the people that either give you unsolicited advice and or I don't know, maybe it's just me being a curmudgeon. But when you share something on Twitter, how do you all feel when someone basically replies and either gives you advice that you didn't ask for, or basically shares what they've done, like, ha, I've done it better. And that may not be the intent, but that's how it comes across. And you're just like, didn't ask, but okay. No, like I said, I could just be a curmudgeon. I could just honestly be being a curmudgeon about it. I just realized I moved entirely from under the camera. Sorry. So sorry, y'all. I just moved entirely away from the camera so I could see the actual lines that I'm painting. Right, like, I don't know if Kelly's still here. But Kelly tweeted an interesting thing, and I kind of shared my own version of that. And then people were like, no, I followed you on purpose. And I'm like, I wasn't asking for validation. Oh no, Dragon Gem, I'm sorry. Oh, people on this, right now, I'm talking mostly on Twitter divisionality. Um, like I started using the limit who can interact with your tweets function, and then people just quote tweet to get around it, and it annoys the ever living fuck out of me. Well, I hope that is not what comes to pass, Dragon Gem, because that would really suck. They do. They absolutely do, Tango. And then when I get mad about it, or I delete the tweet, what'd you do that for? You posted on the internet. It should be public. And I'm like, if I limit who can interact with a tweet, that should be your hint. That if I don't follow you and you still feel the need to jump into it, that's just bad UI, Mina. That's just really bad UI. True. I'm glad for that at least. But it is exhausting. Or my personal pet peeve, when people basically repackage what you have said in guise of agreeing. Because I started going, but that's what I said. Well, I was agreeing. Cool. You didn't need to literally rewrite the tweet. Sorry, I keep moving away so I can actually see what I'm doing without painting over stuff. Then I remember, oh, there's a camera right here. And I've got a user-centric design degree that I don't get to use currently, but I really want to spend the time, JK, what free time, to do a usability roadmap of a modern Twitter user, because clearly they don't know who's using their product. And I've heard that a lot of people that work at Twitter don't actually use Twitter. I would love to take a break, but unfortunately, it is the bread and butter of what I do. So I do not have that luxury. Mickey Carnethia had a great tweet. I know I shared it about, there was someone that was talking about blue check Twitter. So spoiler, nothing has really changed for me getting a check mark. Just so people are aware, it has not brought me any more opportunities having that fucking check mark. It didn't happen with Twitch either. Because people act like getting a check mark next to your name means you've made it. Spoiler, it doesn't. Because let's be real. The reason I got that check mark, it was after I raised all that money and people wouldn't stop talking about the fact that I'm not verified. Let's be real honest here. And then a bunch of streamers literally woke up some morning and had a check mark. Didn't apply. Like DJ Knight, Brandon, a few other people. Because DJ Knight and I were talking about verification in DMs. And then literally the next morning, he woke up and had a check mark. I think someone for Twitter's gaming account went to bat for a bunch of streamers. Because if you go to the verification website, first thing you see is they're not taking applications. Tumblr's a lost cause. They succumbed to puritanical values of people that bought them and failed because I get more porn bots still following me on Tumblr than anywhere else. I like my Tumblr. There's too much content for me to just up and delete it. But Tumblr's a lost cause. Tumblr is an entirely lost cause. If we're keeping it a buck, as folks like to say. Tumblr was my favorite place for a couple things. I don't know if Jack is still here, but it was how I met and maintained a lot of friends through the Dragon Age fandom. Because for a while, it was the best place to share fanfic and get Dragon Age smut. Now, tumbleweeds. And also one of the few NSFW blogs I found that featured all black people that was classy. Got hit when the NSFW thing happened. Right? Like when LiveJournal got sold off to the Russians. And a lot of us were like, well, shit, what do we do now? Tumblr was the spot, even though it didn't have a lot of the same safety features. I mean, LiveJournal's how I met Brian. And I want to say City of Heroes is how I met Big Wired. Dagnabbit. Yep, a lot of people, now unfortunately some of them former friends, are how I made friends in Dragon Age fandom. Some of which sadly turned out to be terrible people. F's in the chat for LiveJournal, y'all. I'm trying to touch up this part that I can reach with the different shade of blue. Oh yeah, remember, didn't someone sell shirts that said I survived the LJ strike through of whatever year that was? Somebody do an F for me because I'm painting. I should also think about lunch. Because once I hit this thing at 3 o'clock, I'm basically in that until we do Dragon Age. I feel like there was a shirt. Thank you, Belle, for the bits. Belle's a real MVP. Always entering with bits. Oh. Brian, or another mod if you have time. Can someone grab the link to September? Because I forgot to put that in my title. For those that don't know, if you've never subscribed, is it anywhere on Twitch or just the particular streamer? So I know for a while they were doing a thing if it was your first sub ever on Twitch. But September is ideal if you like a streamer and you've been holding out on subbing to them for whatever reason. There is a discount this month for your first subscription. I'm not 100% sure if it counts for Prime or money subs. Correct, 7. Oh my god, I love that, Brian. I love that. So here's the quandary, and Brian, feel free to chime in if you want. The side effect of June's highlighting of Black streamers is that a lot of us got attention. A lot of us got a lot of attention. And it resulted in like high gift subs, great view counts, etc. But come July, those numbers all dropped. So in June, I saw the highest numbers I've ever had on this channel, ever. Both in view count and subscribers. And I don't think I will ever see those numbers again. I'm surprised you haven't like recorded an alert or something, Brian, for September. Like a very short clip that will be within the DMCA. I did not. I will go check in a second before that scrolls away from chat. I'm trying to hit all these spots that are still sky blue. Because my Twitter habits are now check certain accounts when I'm first looking at Twitter and then go about my business. Is it okay if I play it? Well, I'm going to read it because I was like, there's nothing to play except for this clip. The Price is Right cliffhangers game is what I always thought of when Twitch viewers are generous and gift a lot of subs all at once, but then those expire after a month. As we say, that sub drop is real. The fact that this clip has my actual name in it is just oof. I mean, wow, Brian, wow. Why you gotta call me out though? Hey, Leaf. I did not see you sneak in. Hello. I need to find a better storage method for these brushes too. Because even though I rinse them when I'm done, they still dry very stiff. Well, also, you have good tweets, Brian. They're good tweets, Brian. Oh, most of the WizKid stuff I think is already primed. Why do you ask? Divisionality. Yeah, there's this whole little section under the cape where I'm like, I'm just going to tap the cape no matter what I do. So this whole arm just going to be whatever color. Maybe. I'm sorry, what? The WizKids minis are all primed. So hashtag sponsored affiliate, whatever we're calling it. I'm a WizKids influencer and they send me a lot of stuff. So I've had these boxes of minis for a little while. And I've been painting them off and on and decided I'd want to try to stream painting them. But this brush tip is still very stiff. Hey, B. Oh, nice. I mean, I let them air dry, but they just air dry stiff. Basically, instead of having to, like, I can paint these right out of the package. They don't need a coat to make them ready for painting. It's sweet, but it's going to be such a pain to get in between those lines. Chat, what should I have for lunch? Because it's almost 1 o'clock and I've got things starting in a couple hours and I should eat real food. But also, I don't feel like cooking. Let's see if I've got a really light blue. Because the sky blue is too bright for what I want. Yeah. I've also got a darker gray. I have like a cold gray. That could be an option for lines in the cape. The cape is already silver. Those are all pinks and purples. Those are yellows. Oh, pretzel croaks, which it's been doing a lot. So no, we don't have those here. If I could get Wildfire to deliver to me, I would absolutely order it. I keep getting emails. They're like, sorry, we don't deliver to you. And I'm like, you bastards. Nope, I'm pretty sure that may be a regional thing. I've heard of them, but there's not one near me. Actually, I'm going to see if Wildfire is going to deliver to me. Hold that thought. Oh my God, people don't. Oh, I don't need to. Okay, I'm glad I didn't delete that. 1 second. Because Wildfire emailed and said they had bison meatloaf. And I'm like, yes, please. So I think the Chicago location is too far from me. Yeah, it is downtown. So hold, I'm gonna see if they actually deliver to me. Like they're a touristy area down. Nope, they're out of delivery zone. Welp. So much for that idea. It's leaner. Yeah, the only one in Chicago is downtown, and that's way. Let's not use lame like that, Fairbear, please. I'm just gonna see what kind of. I can order 5 guys, but 5 guys is always gross when I get here, when it gets here, because it's just far enough away where it gets kind of cool. Right? I'm gonna type in bison and see what shows up in DoorDash. Brownstone Tavern has bison. This place has bison. It's gonna take 40 minutes, but oh, I don't care. Specialty burger. They've got a bison burger and they deliver. Yeah, I actually got a notice. Oh, but I can't change anything. I don't want cheese on it. Oh, okay. I can do a pretzel bun, no cheese. I'm so boring. Hold on, they have wasabi mayo though. I can get ghost pepper spice on it. Yeah, ghost pepper is amazing. And I can add, so if I get a regular burger, I can do bison. Yeah, wasabi mayo. That's a thing. I mean, it's just one of the things of like, now that I've seen it, my brain is like, you want this, right? Large fries, please. And they call them chips. Oh, they have breakfast sandwich? I wish I'd known that. Oh no, not a duck egg though. They have San Pellegrino. I can get blood orange or Mexican Coke. This is probably way more than I should spend on lunch, but it's all I'm going to get to eat until much later, so. Let me edit my instructions. Because I don't know who's experienced this in ordering food. Do not call and say you're here if you are just pulling up. Ring bell. And then, if no answer. Because they keep calling like I'm here. Okay, there we go. I also have leave it at my door. And they still bring up the food. And I'm like, why? Hello. Sorry, it's taking a little break to order some lunch. And now we're going to get back to this. Because it's going to be like 40 more minutes before it gets here. Good God. How's everyone doing? Yeah, that would be good to feed the metabolism. No, they're not even outside. They call me and they're like, I'm here. And I'm like, do you mean outside? Because I live on the first floor. I can literally look out the window and see if someone's there. So I'm just like, I can't see you. So you are not actually here. I'm like, are you pulling up? Are you still in your car? One time I said, you're in your car, aren't you? And they like, you could hear them get quiet. And I'm like, here does not mean pulling up to my address. Because they realize that I live on the first floor and our building put nameplates, like number plates on the doors. So if someone does come into the building, they will see the number plate on your actual door. Oh, it's amazing. All right, I'm going to try this. It may not work out, but we'll see. There, I've got some room. Ooh, black currant sounds good. The sky blue is nice, but it's cerulean blue. I don't even know why that's out. Oh, that sounds so good. So I'm going to see if this makes any kind of a difference on the lines in this cape. It may not. Can you all even see that? Because this is also still very... I may need a finer brush. Not bad, Rat with Wings. I'm trying this cold gray on the lines of the cape. Not sure how I'm feeling it, though. I may do the plain gray, or I think what I'm going to do is mix it. I'm actually going to mix it with the metallic blue because I'm not feeling how this is coming out. I'm going to try just a dab of the metallic blue to mix it. And I don't have anything I can easily use to mix. Because I don't like the plain gray. Oh, I love Jarritos. What I've been meaning to pick up is the I've got Q-tips somewhere around this desk. There we go. There's not a bunch of paint on that. So, sorry, I have to remember to not move away from the camera. It is a bad habit of not... Because a couple nights, like, I just sat here with a glass of wine and just painted minis while I caught up on Critical Role. I'm very behind. I haven't seen the last two episodes. And Dragon Age overlaps a little bit, so I'm always like a little behind. Yeah, this is a fine brush. I mean, even a finer. I'm still kind of going outside the lines. Yay, it's Thursday. I need to do a tweet about Thirsty Thursday. For a second, I thought I got paint on my keyboard. Now I'm about to be like, well, stream's over. Gotta go wash the keyboard. Nice. I should text Matt too. We haven't talked in a few days. All the Thursdays, I try not to bother him too much. I think they're recording a week ahead at this point because of COVID, the shows are not live. I want one of those fizzy machines, but I don't have much counter space. And it'll be another gadget that sits under the sink and just takes space. Oh, are they recording two ahead? Well, Friday off wouldn't affect CR because they normally are on Thursdays. This is a little sloppier than I'm liking, but I'm started now. I'm committed. Well, hello, Grug. It depends. Like, I actually don't like a lot of ice in my soda, and I was like that before I ever went to Europe. I do like ice water, but normally I'm not one for water unless it's like really, really hot. Um, oh, are things usually restocked on the Critical Role store on Thursdays? I wanted the Frumpkin keychain, but I think it's sold out in like no time flat. Not like there's anywhere to go and show it off, but I'm a sucker for small, cute things. Oh, yeah, it was very cute, but most things sell out immediately. And I got lucky and I did get the plush because it came back in stock. But I'm running out of room for stuff. Okay. Well, I feel like all people that are super, super die hard and have to have everything ordered as soon as they can, money providing. I want the Vox Machina art book, but I also never watched that. Hey, Simwife, how are you? I was like, I saw Hi Malevant, and then I had not seen where he said hi in the chat. I had to scroll back up because painting and paying attention are difficult for me apparently today. But I never watched the first run. It's not a season per se, I guess. Campaign 1, I guess would be the right way to say it. Fucked up. Oh, they're beautiful, but it's a lot of money for something I never watched and don't have that connection to. I have more of a connection to the current happenings. But also space. Space is a thing. I need to replace my bookshelves. And every time I make the attempt with IKEA, yay for work breaks. I get everything I want in the cart, ready to buy it, gag at how much money it'll be. And they're like, delivery will be anywhere from a couple weeks to 2 months. And I'm like, okay. I take that as my sign that I wasn't meant to buy this today. Because in 2 months, I could hopefully find somebody or just rent a damn car. And go get it myself. But then we're back to square one because COVID. So there's also putting them together. Oh, I know, but I'm not going to have the same attachment, I guess, because I never saw the first series. So I don't know those characters. I don't know what's going on, which is the only reason I've not bought the art book. So I'm like, I don't know these characters. I don't know the story of the first run, of the first campaign. So that's a lot of money to drop. And don't get me wrong, when I like something and I have the money, I am more than willing to spend it. Malevant sent me the Varric statue, and I balked at it because of the price. But we all know if they announced a Fenris statue, that money would fly out of my account faster than you could blink. Like there'd be a sonic boom with how fast I bought that fucking statue. And Cloud would go in a box. The Cloud I have from Final Fantasy Collector's Edition, he'd go in a box. You can't see it, mostly because I don't have a camera on today. But I still have the CE box for Final Fantasy VII Remake. He'd be back in that box so fast, and Fenris would be in his place. It'd be shameful. Oh no, I'm so sorry, B. Is there anywhere... Are hotels an option at all? Or is it safe to be there? I'm concerned if you're getting smoke in the house. Okay. So I'm seeing all the photos out of like Utah and areas of California, and um it is doing me a concern, as people like to say. For those that are in the Critical Role, Talks Machina is coming back next week. Is it Monday, Tuesday? I know I saw the trailer. Cabbage. Enjoy that lurk, Simwife. This is not as fine as I'd like it, but yes, Rat with Wings, we are on the internet. I'm confused by that inquiry. Oh, an old thing. I did not get to know Brian until so I saw Brian. I met Brian rather, and got to hang out with him in Denver last year during Denver Pop Culture Con. Because they were there for Denver Pop Culture Con. Oh yeah, not you. I met you back in the LiveJournal days. Brian Foster. I got a chance to meet last year. And then I saw him again randomly when I was in LA for something else. I think I was in town because of my fellowship. And we got a chance to chat while I ran into him at something else entirely. Um, oh, yeah, I haven't caught a lot of talks because sometimes I'm behind on episodes. So I don't want to spoil myself for the episode he's talking about. So I sometimes don't catch it live or I fast forward. Excuse me. Hey, Nerdery. Well, I precede the internet. Like, I feel old talking about the internet because when I was studying abroad, we still had AOL dial up in the internet. Oh, at this point, I just like can't look at Twitter once the show starts. Once we're done with Dragon Age, I just can't look at Twitter because people seem to forget that not everyone can watch the show live. I absolutely do, Eustacia. And a funny story that I learned watching a thing about Hamilton. One of these songs, he's actually referencing the old AOL dial up sound in one of the sound effects that are in the Hamilton songs. The one where it's Tonight, where you meet Hercules Mulligan. You've got mail. I can't do it exactly like it was, but I remember those days of you've got mail. I can't do the voice like I used to. That is just going to wind up painted a little more than I want. Yep. And I had the internet back in the day, like way back in the day when I was in my early 20s. And I could not get my mother or grandmother to use the internet when I was abroad in Japan. Because for whatever reason, they were convinced that just connecting the computer was going to run up the phone bill. Oh, absolutely fair. I remember all those days. And the IRC chat rooms I absolutely should not have been in as a teenager. Yup. I remember all those days. You're hearing the dial up noise. Yep. Yep. And back then, we were like, we can't tell you where I live. We're not supposed to talk to internet strangers. And we did anyway. And that's how a lot of us are friends. Ironically, I kind of want to overpaint the clear plastic with this skyish blue that I've mixed, mostly just not to waste the paint. Right? And it's like now, some of the people I know the best, I've never actually met in person. Because the internet. Oh, I get that lecture. You know, there'll be people online still trying to shame folks for internet friends. Someone just tweeted about that. I feel like every so months we always have the yes, internet friends are real friends conversation. You know, everyone you meet on the internet is not your friend, but internet friends can be very real friends. Oh no, Brian. Well, Meatbot seemed to be down yesterday. Oh my god, I've been painting for 2 hours. Well, nerdery. I'm sure there's a reason there's the X in front of that. Oh god. My wrist, it reminded me that I've been doing this for 2.5 hours. This person doesn't even follow me. Why did they tag me? Someone has some tweet about Netflix and gaming, and I'm like, you don't even follow me, so why did you tag me? I only saw it because of everyone else being tagged in it that I do follow. Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here because my wrist is killing me. It's been 2.5 hours of painting. Yay, PTO. I will not be on later because I've got a meeting in an hour and a half. And we've got Dragon Age, so I'm going to spend that time before my meeting prepping for Dragon Age, because guess who's not ready to run a game tonight? This kid. Also, the gag last week went on a while. Hey, Dasbiff. Thanks. It's not done. It's not done. There's so many touch-ups needed. I'm not done with the leg pieces, and the face needs some touch-up. I ordered a bison burger, not from Wildfire because I'm out of their range. It was entertaining, but it kind of threw off what I'd planned. So I don't know how I feel about this yet. I will take pictures and put them in the Discord. If you are not in the Discord, if a mod wants to throw the command out, just say how you found us and say who you are, and we'll let you into the Discord. For 4 hours? I'd have been like, you know what? The goat turns and kills all of you. All right, I'm going to throw up the end screen. And we'll see who's on that we can throw a nice little raid to, so don't go anywhere. Oh, dagnabbit. Let's see if credits actually work today. Just say how you feel. Let's see who's on that we can raid. I hope DJ Knight is on. He finally got his birthday gift I sent him, and he was super excited about it. What? Ash is on during the day? But DJ is on. He's playing the Avengers. So we're going to raid DJ Knight. We don't usually get to raid him. Great streamer, very entertaining. Yeah, I just saw that. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Dasbiff. So yes. Oh, where did he say something on Twitter, Hat and Sandals? Oh, he opened it on stream. I totally missed his stream yesterday. He texted me later. Because I got a text, like an all caps text from him. It was adorable. I didn't know he was going to open on stream. I wish he texted me. I could have popped in the stream. But let's go say hi. I want to see if he shows the guitar once we pop in. Yeah, I was streaming / very busy yesterday doing stuff. So yeah, maybe he has a clip. But yeah, let's go see what DJ's up to in Avengers while I wait for my food. Thanks all for hanging out, and I'll see you tonight on Dragon Age. Bye.